He said he's lazy today. Hey everybody, welcome back to another class on Verbling.com with teacher Abby. This is a class where we're going to practice our reading and conversation skills, and we're going to talk about our life story. Okay, that's the topic of today's class. You're going to tell me an interesting part of your life story, something interesting that's happened to you either when you were a child, maybe you moved to a new country, you learned a new language, you were married, you were this, you were that, anything you'd like to share with us that's an interesting part of your life story. And then we're going to read about the life story of another character. Let's say hello to Mustafa.
Hello, teacher. How are you again?
I'm very good. You know what? I love your name.
Thank you. Teacher,
It's a good name.
teacher, I want to hear happy birthday because today is my birthday. 3 minutes ago, I became 23 years old.
I know. Congratulations. You're an
Happy
old
birthday
man.
to you, Mustafa.
You're lucky Michael had a beer right before your birthday, so now he can sing that to you.
Yeah, probably. No, now I'm okay. I was not okay there. Like, I was a little bit talkative. Now I'm okay.
Mustafa, are you birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, my friend.
Happy birthday, Mustafa.
How old are you?
Thank you, man. 23.
43?
Oh, you are young.
23.
Yeah, I know.
Young, more young.
You're too young for this class.
I'm approaching.
I'm older.
Mother.
Mustafa,
Yes, teacher.
I think for your birthday you should turn your camera on.
And sing to us.
No.
Yeah. You want to watch party?
And dance.
Oh, yes, Mustafa.
I am not in a suitable situation, please.
You're not in a... Go put a shirt on and come back.
Maybe at the end of class.
Okay. After you comb your hair, you get yourself. Good to see you guys. Okay, hi Michael, welcome back.
Hey, teacher. Abby, without teacher.
Without teacher.
Yeah, just Abby.
Mateo.
Hi.
Hey. How you feeling? Good to see you. Jose.
Hello, teacher. Hello, guys.
Hello.
I will participate it.
Wonderful. That's quite the picture you've got. Jose?
Oh, sorry?
Is that your little girl in the picture?
Yeah, it's my girl, but for me, is appearing my picture, not the picture of my daughter. I don't know what happened in my screen. I just see my picture. I changed that picture a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
You are seeing.
I see your little girl and you. I see two pictures.
Yeah, it's my baby, 1 year and 10 months.
She's adorable. Thanks for sharing. Halcyon.
What, teacher?
Next student, Halcyon.
Oh,
Halcyon, welcome to the class.
oh, okay. Thanks. My listen's not so good, teacher. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm talking to Halcyon, the next student, but he's not responding.
Oh, sorry.
So I'll say hello to Edson. Hi, Edson.
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
How have you been?
Yeah, really good. I went to another state for vacation, so that's why I wasn't here.
You changed your picture.
Yeah, but I'm not sure about that picture. I changed it. Yeah.
I don't like it when people don't change pictures to themselves because then I can't put a face to the name.
But you remember me, and it's been a long time.
I know, it's weird how I
Like,
remember.
like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe.
Well, it's good to have you back.
Thank you. I will change it this
Okay.
afternoon. Okay.
Andre,
Hi again.
good to see you.
Good to see you too.
And Ali.
Hi, Miss Abby.
You're taking over for Victor.
Yes.
You didn't give me new lipstick during the last class. What happened?
Oh, I forgot.
How could you?
End of this lesson.
So for this class, we're going to be reading about the life story of another person. But I want you guys to tell me an interesting part of your life story. Okay? An interesting part of your life story.
That's creepy.
Live. Live.
Life story. Tell me
Ah,
an
life.
interesting part. Okay, for example, it could be when I was 10 years old, my family immigrated to a different country. Or when I was 25, I got married and I had a child. Something about your life story that you think is interesting or that really had a big impact in your life, okay? Something that you would include if you were going to write an autobiography on your life. So let's see.
Could
Okay,
I
teacher.
use fantasy?
If you want to.
Okay.
You have experience.
Beautiful with pine, red pine. Look like a teacher.
I am a
But-
teacher.
Yes, yes, no, but look like, more look like. Put the glasses.
Now I really look like a teacher.
Okay.
So, Mustafa, let's start with you. Oh boy.
Oh my God, what's that? A crown?
Mustafa, tell us an interesting
Okay,
part of
okay,
your life
teacher.
story.
Okay, teacher. It's actually it's not so far. It's about 1 year ago when I was in the university. I was in the third stage, actually in Petroleum Engineering University. So it was too difficult for me stuff, and I became very tired. But then I completed and success in this stage. So after the end of my examination and after I passed the exams and succeed, I had trained. I don't have any period, any free time. Immediately I have trained. I had trained in some oil company. So for 1 month after that, I went to the company and I had trained also. It was so tough, too tough, because it was Ramadan and I was fasting. So it was really hard for me. After that, after maybe about 10 days only, I traveled to USA again, and I have been in I had been in Oklahoma University. Also, I because I have course there, and then after I complete the course, I came back in my country and see I joined the university again. So it's like serious, and so during this period I don't have any free time. So it's I'll not forget this year. This is a special year for me in my life.
Yeah, you're extremely busy.
Yeah, it's extremely busy. Yes, that's right.
Good for you. Thank you for sharing that with us. Michael, let's ask you about something in your life story that you feel was integral or it played a big role for you.
Okay, I was thinking what I'm going to share, like not too private maybe, and I was Like so basically, when I was like a teenager and after teenage years, like in university years, like 20, 21, 22, 23, I was very impatient, a very impatient person. I wanted right away everything. Like so basically, I couldn't wait. Like for example, if I'm away in like I was working while I was in university, so if I called some customer or something, I was like, no, right away. Like I couldn't wait. Like I was very energetic, or I don't know how they say. Like, what word would you use, Adia?
You could say ambitious.
And ambitious and all those kind. Like so basically, if someone told me like no, I would like, why no? Like there should be yes. Like you know, not necessarily like in a romantic relationship or something, but in everyday life. Like I was like wanted
demanding.
only yes, yeah, demanding like yes, yes, and all kind of yes. So basically, if I got like lower mark, I would ask that teacher, hey, why is that lower? Let's like I will prepare more for that, and you will higher my mark. And sometimes work, sometimes no. Like so basically, I was like very direct person. Like I was speaking outspoken, yeah.
Outspoken, yeah.
Yeah, outspoken. But after I finished university, I worked like in one place, in another, and second place I worked like in sales, like, and I worked like for 4 years about. So basically, was a very good lesson that work experience, just because that job taught me like patience, to be patient, and to can wait, to don't expect all right away, and what else? Lots of things I found out, like if a person says no, that's not means that he or she doesn't want that. That means you didn't talk to him, her properly, like things like that. So basically, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand, for sure.
So for example, if you ask someone, would you like that, and he or she says no, it doesn't mean she or he rejected you, like, or rejected your proposal. That means only that they are maybe in a bad mood or something happened, so you should try another time. Like basically these kind of theories I've learned that and helped me very much in my life. I became like more confident in what I'm doing, like what I'm saying. So basically now it's very difficult for me to be like really depressed or sad or something, or when you know something doesn't happen, I'm not getting like
worked up about it. You're okay with it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's just experience, and tomorrow will be better, something like that.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Matteo, tell us about an interesting part of your life story.
Okay. I can share with you my little story. This is a real story, okay?
I hope so.
And when I was when I had 18 years old, 22 years ago, I went to work for my first job experience in a mountain, okay, from South Italy to North Italy. And I worked in a mountain in a area, high quote. The name is Passo Stelvio, okay, and 3,200 meters high quote. You know, for example, Shining movie.
The Shining?
Movie.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, The Shining.
Okay. Same. I quote in the hotel. Okay. And I stayed here for 4 months. Okay.
Wow.
And here I don't have nothing in this area, just the hotel. And I worked in this hotel, okay, for 4 months. And for me, it's a bad experience because in South Italy I had sea, sun, beach in the summer, okay, and I stay here in the summer. I uh, I have never nothing because I had just mountain, snow, nothing tree, anything. And
Interesting. All by yourself.
yes,
Alone.
yes, this is yes, I'm alone with other people worked with me.
Oh, okay.
In this case, my job was cooking in a in a kitchen.
Wow, thank you for sharing. So you had quite an experience. 4 months, all like that, up in the middle of nowhere. Thank you for sharing that with us. We're going to skip over to Halcio. Tell us about, first of all, welcome. Welcome to the class. Halcio, are you there? I see that you say you're here, but we can't hear you. Okay. Jose, tell us about an interesting part of your life story.
Okay, teacher. Well, I always study since I was 16 years old. Um, I'm a math teacher, and I got my master degree, and now I'm a doctorate student. I'm studying math a lot, teacher. And math always was in the first position in my life, but after my daughter born, my life changed so much. So that is the big part, the wonderful part of my life story, my daughter.
Absolutely, that's a huge part. Thank you for sharing, Jose.
Okay.
Hi, Halcio. Are you there?
Hello, hello.
Somebody's saying hello.
Who's that?
I don't
Who's
know
that?
that. It's my aunt, my auntie, and a baby that I don't know.
Is the daughter of your aunt?
No, it's not. It's a baby I don't know. I think it's her neighbor's baby.
Oh, okay.
She finds the baby on the street.
It's a street child. We pick up
Yeah.
children from the street.
She just found the baby.
Hello, hello everybody.
Halcio, there you are.
Oh, finally my headset is working.
Woo! Halcio,
Oh,
we are so happy that you've joined us. Thank you for coming.
I come in running.
Tell us about an interesting part of your life story. Any major event in your life that you think had a huge impact or really affected or changed your life?
When changed my life, when I got married and I have a daughter, and when I met other countries like United States, and it's wonderful, wonderful moment in my life.
Beautiful. Thanks for sharing that with us.
When I saw the first time the Cathedral of Cologne in Germany.
Okay, so that had an impact on your life? Do you feel like that impacted you?
It's an amazing place.
Cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. So your marriage, you're obviously having children, and then visiting a different country and see something. Edson, what about you? What's a major part of your life story?
Okay, well, it's a really big part, but I will try to summarize. Well, while I was working at the bus station here in Mexico City, I met this guy named Eric. He was born in Tapachula, Chiapas, which is a state here at, well, in the south of Mexico. And well, I met him there because he was deported from the United States. And well, after minor things, he ended up living with me for a week, and he started telling me all, well, his life, why he was trying to work at the United States. And he told me that he was having a really good good life at Tapachula, and working there, the money he was earning there, it was enough. But after his mom was diagnosed with cancer, that's why he decided to go to the United States. So, but it was shocking for me. And then he started telling me what he was doing there in Tapachula. The way he worked, he was really strong. He had really strong arms, legs, and a six-pack. And I was like, how is this possible? Well, then he told me that he was climbing trees to cut coconuts, and in order to save time, he was jumping between trees. So that's why he was really strong, and he had a lot of scars in all his body, in all of his body. Yeah, so it was pretty tough, but he was really a great, noble person. He was really kind, and I don't know, the way he didn't ask for money. I remember that when I met him, he approached to me and asked me if I had a job for him, so to earn some money and go back to Tapachula. So it was a pretty tough moment in my life, but it made me strong. And well, after that, I never see him again. But it's like I don't care. Just that time, it was really special, I think, for both of us.
That's wonderful. What a cool story. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, teacher.
Andre, life-changing or life story event that you can share with us.
I'm not sure that I have life-changing or maybe like such a serious story in my life, but what I can remember from my childhood, it was in winter when my parents decided to celebrate the New Year something specially, not like every year in the home, maybe try something new, and they risked to go somewhere outside, and we went to a forest. Actually, it was very cold, and but this experience was very funny. There was many kids, adults with their parents. We had very funny experience there. We even children drank adult champagne, and
Sweet, that would have been a good one for you.
Vice versa, adult drank alcohol champagne, so everybody was it's crazy. But the moral of the story for me is never afraid to risk to do something because it could be fun, and I don't know, like that.
Absolutely. What a good experience, for sure. Thank you for sharing. Ali? Anything in your life story? You say that you're boring, but I don't believe you. There's got to be something that you feel impacted your life or made you the person that you are today.
Yes, maybe in my life when I was 18 years old to 25 years old, it was my university when I studied at the university. It was a kind of good time for me. I had a lot of friends, and we are, I don't know, a kind of group. We were busy some politics. It was a little bit dangerous, and I loved that. It's a kind of dangerous and funny. It was funny same time, and we had a good time. I wasn't care about life so much in that year. Maybe after university, find a job, maybe make a family, something like that. I think my thoughts that time affected my future. And after university, it's completely changed. After university, I I start my work. I completely changed. My life changed. I became a different person. I don't have too much friends, and I just working. After I start my last work, I think those years affected my life very
Absolutely, they would. Yes, they probably. You probably think about them all the time.
Yeah.
Good job, you guys. Thank you for sharing that with us. That was really nice. Any questions or comments before we continue?
I have other moment.
Sorry? Sorry, I didn't hear that. Michael, did you ask a question, or was it Halsey?
Yeah, there is someone else with me at the same time asked. So, what was the question of another guy?
Halsey, did you ask a question, or was it Edson?
No, I forgot other moment in my life, very special.
What is it?
When I saw the first time a color printer.
It's funny. Yeah, you're probably quite impressed. You were impressed by it.
I am a designer, and then this printer is my best friend. Today is a 3D printer is my best friend.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Excellent. You probably use it all the time. And Michael, what was your question?
Yeah, would you like to share with us like a story of your life?
You guys don't want to hear my stories.
Why not? If it's short?
If it's short.
No, I'm just kidding. We want to hear.
Well, actually, your teacher is going through, myself, I'm speaking in the third person. Currently, I'm going through a major life change or event. But I would say that what started it for me was when I went to Mexico by myself, and I had to learn to do things on my own for the first time in my life. That probably for me was the biggest life event, and it's changed me absolutely who I am now. But I think that for me it just made me feel that I could do it on my own, and I didn't need to rely on other people to do things for me.
What did you do here in Mexico?
I lived there for 6 months.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
May I ask why?
I taught English with Verbling. And I had friends that lived in Mexico, and they said that I could come and I could stay with them and just live in a house that was on the same property. So I tried it for a while, and I loved it.
Okay. And now you think in Spanish.
Now I think in Spanish.
with Verbling, you know this experience?
Yeah, I've been teaching on Verbling for almost, well, It's been over a year and a half I've been with Verbling.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mateo. Okay, so thank you for asking me, Michael. It's always so kind of you to include me in your conversations. We're going to read a story. I actually... Where did I put it? I've misplaced the story.
Misplaced story. Have a mosquito.
There's a fly that's bugging me. I'm sorry.
Wasper.
Where on earth did I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay, I found the story. This is just a typical American person. But he had some cool life-changing experiences as well. Yeah, for a lot of my students, they know my story just because they've been my students for such a long time. And then some of you are newer to me, so you don't know as much. But if you stick around Verbling for long enough, you'll get to know me very well, I'm sure. Okay, life story of Sam Harrison. Can everybody see the document okay?
Yes, I see.
Yes.
Fine.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get started. Are your grandparents still living? Let's ask Mustafa. Are your grandparents still living?
Yes. Teacher, grandparent, you mean both? My grandmother and grandfather?
Well, or one or both. It doesn't matter.
One of both. One.
Okay. And how old is your grandparent?
Actually, I think 73. Or I think 73 or 71. Something like this. I think. I'm not sure actually.
Okay, very good. What about you, Andre? Where do your grandparents come from?
Where did my grandparents come from?
Mm-hmm.
I guess they came from Russia. Russia. They are Russians.
Okay. Do they come from the same part of Russia that you live in now, or from a different part?
No, actually, for example, my grandmother and grandfather are from south region of Russia, and they came here from there and met in this region where I was born. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thanks for sharing that with us. Anybody else did anyone's grandparents come from a different country than they live in now? No, everyone lives in the same country that their grandparents came from? Wow.
Yeah.
Anybody for me?
What was that, Mateo?
For me, anybody. Unfortunately.
Oh, your grandparents have passed away.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Usually, by the time you're hitting 30s and 40s, that's usually the time when grandparents start getting older and they start retiring, right? How big was their family? Michael, tell us, how big was the family of your grandparents?
What do you mean by that? Like
how many children did they have? And so that would be your aunts and your uncles. And was it a big family or a small family?
Okay, from the mother's side, grandmother and the grandfather, they had like 6 children.
Wow, so that's a pretty big family.
Yeah, but from father's side, grandmother and grandfather, 2 children. Like my father and brother, his brother.
Okay. Good. Anybody else have a significant number of people in their grandparents' family?
Yeah, I do.
Tell us.
From my mother's side, they are like, I have 5 aunts and 3 uncles. So I have a lot of cousins, like 20 or something, maybe more. And from my father's side, I have 2 aunts and 2 uncles, and my cousins are like 10, maybe 12. So it's a pretty big family, I
Yeah.
think.
We were talking the other day how Latinos have big families.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Victor
My
did say?
Yeah, Victor.
side.
Rabbit?
The
Rabbits?
rabbit comment, yeah.
We are a rabbit society.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Oh, Edson, good fun. I'm glad you have
Yeah,
a good sense of humor about it.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. Nowadays,
changed.
people just have like 1, maybe 2 children,
Mhm.
but no more. Or maybe nothing at all. Not only a single one.
Mhm. Yeah, it's similar here actually.
Sorry, teacher, my interrupt.
No, go ahead.
My grandfather goes to psychology. Do you understand me? Psychology. And she tell to him, there isn't TV on your home, and he answered for the doctor, yeah, but there is time to advertisement in the TV. So in that time, my grandparents did 9 children.
Wow. Huge family.
That's a big family. My grandfather is
Your grandfather is a?
a big guy with a big family.
Okay, very good. Thanks for sharing that with us, Jose. Thank you.
And my mother's side, my grandparents have 7 children, and my father's side, 4 children. I have, I don't know exactly the number. I have maybe more than 60, 70 cousins right now.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I have 2 father side, 2 uncle, and the mother side I have 3 uncle and 4 auntie.
Unbelievable.
They have each parent have 7, 8, 9 children.
Wow, that is just crazy. A huge family, Ali. I can only imagine family reunions when you have that many people.
Yes, that is why my home like kindergarten or school every summer.
That's why you don't like noise.
My parents have 9 children.
Could you play football, Ali?
Yes.
Because it's a lot of people.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Let's start our reading. Halcio, could you read the first part of that highlighted part?
Sure, teacher. My name is Sam Harrison, and this is my life story. I am an American. I was born in 1937 in the state of Wisconsin. I grew up in a small town called Beloit with my parents and 2 younger brothers. I had a nice childhood.
Thank you. Good job. And Mustafa, could you finish that paragraph, please?
Okay. I went to what's this? Lincoln Elementary School. Lincoln Elementary School. I played basketball and football in high school. My grades were pretty good. I had a girlfriend named Nancy. We dated for 2 years. We broke up after high school. I graduated from high school in 1955.
Perfect. Excellent. Any questions on the vocabulary for that first part?
Grades.
Grades. Those were your marks, the percentage of your courses that you got. So if you had an A+, that means you got 100%, or if you failed, you got less than 50%.
Okay. Different. Okay.
The results of your work at
Okay.
NFR.
Okay. Okay.
The
Okay.
scores.
Thanks.
Your scores. Yeah, there's another way to put it. Very good. So, who can relate to Sam Harrison so far?
In what terms?
Maybe you had a girlfriend in high school, you played basketball. You lived
Sure.
with your...
My
We can relate
girlfriend
at some
at
point.
high
Like
school.
everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody.
Everybody had a
girlfriend.
girlfriend in high school?
Yeah.
I didn't.
You had a boyfriend.
I'm just-
Serious, very serious teacher.
Okay. Teacher, my girlfriend in high school currently is my wife today.
Oh, Jose, are you serious?
Yeah?
That's adorable.
Is the mother of my daughter. Beautiful daughter.
That's lovely. I'm really glad I didn't marry my high school boyfriend.
Why?
But I'm glad it worked out for you.
Okay.
Okay, any other comments or questions about him? Let's continue. We can split this into 3. So, Edson, would you like to read that next part?
Okay. When I was 18 years old, I joined the United States Marines. I served on a ship in the South Pacific. I traveled to many different places like Singapore, Vietnam, and Australia. While I was in the Marines, I sometimes worked as a driver.
Excellent, very good. And the next part here, Andre?
Once I had to drive an important person to a dinner with some U.S. politicians. I didn't know who the person was. I found out later it was the president of Vietnam. That was very exciting.
Excellent, good job, thank you. And Ali, the last part of that paragraph.
Okay. After 3 years in the Marines, I went to the University of Wisconsin. I was 21 years old and I didn't really like college. I had a few different sales jobs after college. In 1963, I got married, bought a house, and settled in Chicago, Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Excellent. Good job, you guys. Nice reading. Any questions on the vocabulary for paragraph number 2?
Nope. Piece of cake.
Has anybody, I'm glad it's in. Does anyone relate to him now? Did anyone ever participate in the Marines, in the Army? Had to serve some kind of term in the Army in your country?
No. No.
Nobody?
No.
No.
Ali, not
Yeah. Yes.
Mateo did. I knew that.
I said. Do you remember?
Yes.
For 3 years.
Wow. So, what do you guys think about Sam's experience? Why was serving in the Marines perhaps a cool thing for him? What kinds of things did he get to do?
Learn the ropes.
He learned the ropes. Very good. Andre, how did it help him travel?
How did I mean? What did help? What do you mean?
How did being in the Marines help him see the world? What did he get to do?
I guess because of he was a Marine, so they kind of travel a lot around the world. That's why he's seen many countries.
Absolutely.
Singapore, Vietnam, and Australia.
So, have you seen any of those countries, Andre? Singapore, Vietnam, or Australia?
No, actually no.
No?
I've been in Thailand, but very near near all these countries, but not in those countries.
I think out of these countries, the one I would be most likely to visit would be Australia, just because my best friend lives in Australia. But anyone interested in visiting any of these countries?
Sure, of course. Why not?
Yeah. I bet you like for me, the culture in somewhere like Singapore or Vietnam would be probably totally different than my current culture, so I'd like to see that. Let's continue. Very good. Jose, would you like to read a little bit for us?
Okay, teacher.
Read that.
We have 5 children and a cat named Kismet. I was an insurance salesman for 25 years. I didn't really like my job. We were not rich, but I made a good living. I took long vacations with my family and enjoyed my life.
Thank you very much. Michael, could you please read the next part?
In 1992, my wife and I got married. Sorry. Slip of the tongue. No, it's very late. So in 1992, my wife and I got divorced. After the divorce, I quit my job and started working as a teacher. I taught children with learning problems. I also started writing children's stories. In 1995, I had my first story published. I was very proud of that story.
Excellent, thank you. And has everyone read? Someone hasn't read yet? Mateo, did you read?
Okay, the last.
Yes, please.
I moved to Phoenix, Arizona in 2002 with my new wife and our 2 dogs. I still teach and like to play golf. I really like Arizona, and my kids visit me often.
Okay, so Sam's got a pretty average life. The average person can relate to one or more details in his life. But after looking at, first of all, is there any questions about that last paragraph? What do you guys think? What would you say are the 2 major life events in the life of Sam Harrison?
Divorce, definitely.
Divorced.
Yep, huge life change for him. And what else?
And
had to drive an important person to a general.
Okay, so maybe that had an influence on him. Could be.
Yep.
I would say probably his experience in the Marines. For me, I think his experience in the Marines and getting a divorce would be the 2 major life changes. Good job. So Sam Harrison, he plays golf and he currently lives in Arizona. His kids like to visit him. Nicely done. So for our last part, we've got a list of questions where you guys are going to have a conversation with each other. You're going to ask each other questions about your life, where you were, your families. If you're not comfortable answering a question, you can either say pass or you can make up a story that's not true. Okay? So I'm going to start this time. I'm going to ask Edson.
Okay. Tell me, teacher. What do you want to know?
I want to know everything, but there's no time, so I'll have to ask a specific question. Do you get along with your siblings?
Yes, really good. I only have one sister,
Uh-huh.
and we are best friends. We do everything together. Actually, next week we are going to Oaxaca on a trip.
Oh, nice.
And well, together, everything we do it together.
Wonderful, Edson. That sounds great. That sounds like a typical Mexican family relationship. Lots of love and warmth.
Yeah, maybe it's I don't know if everyone here is this or has a relationship as good as I have with my sister, because we are really close, really close.
Wonderful. Good for you guys. Okay, Edson, I want you to choose a different student in the class and a question to ask them for conversation.
About anything or just one of these questions?
You can choose 1 to 20, or if you have an additional question, you're more than welcome to ask that.
Okay, then this will be for Mateo.
Okay.
How many different jobs have you had?
Oh, in my life, I I had a lot of different jobs.
But I don't know which one was the one that
Okay.
you enjoyed the most. Why?
From in the food industry to real estate investment.
Okay.
I don't get it. So
He
you
said
mean
he's
something
worked in
like,
the food
yeah, in the
industry.
food industry, but that's really, I don't know, wide? How would you say?
Broad. It's broad.
Broad. Yeah, it's general.
You said why? You asked why?
No,
Ah,
he's saying be more specific. Tell us about
yeah.
one job that you.
I don't remember because I worked from 20 years.
Okay, that's all right. If you don't want to answer,
Okay.
that's cool. Mateo, choose a different question for a different student.
Okay. Student Andrew. Andrew, sorry, Andrew, sorry. Um, uh, do you know anyone who has gotten divorced?
Yes, I know. It actually is my aunt. And some people who I don't have relation to.
But Abby, why you love?
I'm not laughing at Andrew's answer. Andrew, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because it just seems like such an awkward question to ask. And of all the questions to ask, I don't know. I think it's because I'm just getting a little bit loopy. You know how I get at the end of the day, Mateo. So, Andrew, is it a common thing in your country for people to get divorced?
You know, I don't know. Maybe I should look into statistics.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's not so common, but sometimes it happens, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. Andrew, it's your turn. Choose somebody else that hasn't been asked.
Yeah, my question is to Jose. Have you ever quit a job, and why did you quit?
No, actually, I'm got approved in a contest, and I'm a teacher, and I just teach and study math a lot because my doctoral, and I never had quit my job. I just job teaching, and math here is rarely fired because in my community you they need a lot math teachers, good math teachers include.
Very good. Thank you for sharing. Jose, choose a different question for Mustafa. We need to wake him up.
Okay, Mustafa.
Okay.
How many siblings do you have? Are they older or younger than you?
Sorry, which number?
The number 7.
7. How many spelling do you have? Teacher, I don't know what's the spelling mean.
Siblings are brothers and sisters.
Okay. I have one sister and one brother. We are a small family, consisting from 5 members. My sister is older than me, and my brother is younger.
Beautiful. Good answer. Very sharp and quick. Good job. So siblings, a word that you can remember, brothers and sisters, okay? Write it down if you guys haven't heard it before.
Yeah.
Mustafa, different question. You can ask Halcio.
Okay. Number three, did you play any sports in high school?
No, I never play sports in high school. I don't like sports. I only like virtual sports. It's more easy. It's
Video
less
games.
boring. Yes, video game. It's good for health.
Very
Thank
good. Thanks for sharing that, Halcio. Very nicely said. And Halcio, choose a question for Ali.
Ali? Haha. Ali, if you could move anywhere, where would you like to go? Why? To Canada?
Yes, I could move to Canada because
We could
I
organize
like
a travel in Canada.
my best teacher is in Canada. I like to see her.
I'd take you to see the Grizzlies, Ali. Good question, Halcio. Ali, I think you can ask, I think Michael's the only one that's left now. Michael?
Okay. Michael, have you ever been on a ship? Where did you go?
On a ship? No. I think not even, maybe when I was a child, but off the top of my head, I cannot tell you.
Okay. When I was 17, I went on a cruise ship with one of my best friends to Mexico. My first Mexican experience, and that was lots of fun. That was one of my favorite experiences. Good job. Anyone have any additional questions you'd like to ask before we close?
No, everything.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for coming. It's getting really bright. My eyes are starting to hurt, so I have to put my shades on.
What's time?
Thank you guys so much for coming to the classes today. It was awesome, absolutely awesome to have you. We had good conversations. We had a lot of laughs. You've completely exhausted me. I'm just kidding. Mustafa!
Hello, teacher.
No.
Oh, Mustafa!
There is no party, Mustafa.
Real.
Yeah, real. I am moving.
Now you can officially be part of the family. You've passed initiation of turning your camera on.
Actually, because of my internet connection, just yeah, I have because internet connection is slow, so I'll have a problem if I share the camera. So maybe this is the problem why I am not sharing the camera.
Okay.
I don't have a problem. I'm not a girl. I'm not shy.
It's not because you're ridiculously good looking and you don't want people to be contacting you after class. That's why Ali keeps his off. He doesn't want too much attention after class. Good job, you guys. Thank you for coming. I hope to see you again soon, and we'll see you on not tomorrow.
Saturday.
I'll see you on Saturday.
Saturday.
You guys will have to have a break from me tomorrow, okay?
Because